Let's sit up and be
All right,
present.
we're live. And going to continue. The planets, medicines, water, air, and cloth prove good or bad in the world according to their good or evil associations. Only men endowed with a keen insight are able to know this. The proportion of moonlight and darkness is the same in the bright as well as in the dark fortnight. Only the two have been named differently by the Creator. Knowing the one as the nourisher and the other as the emaciator of the moon, the world has given it a good name and a bad one. Whatever beings, animate or inanimate, there are in the universe, recognizing them, one and all, as consisting of Sri Rama. I ever adore the lotus feet of all with joined palms. I reverence gods, demons, human beings, nagas, birds, spirits, mains, the souls of departed ancestors, and Gandharvas, Kinnaras, and Rakshasas, giants. Footnote. Gandharvas, Kinnaras, and Rakshasa are different species of superhuman beings. Of these, the Gandharvas are celestial songsters and are specially noted for their handsome appearance, while the Kinnaras are credited with the head of a horse. The Rakshasa are monstrous in appearance and are said to roam at night and feed on human flesh. The Nagas are another class of semi-divine beings who, through resembling serpents in shape, can take the human form at will. Back to the text. Pray be gracious to me all on this occasion. Oh, we're just reading the English. That's awesome. 8,400,000. Footnote. The number of species of living beings. Sorry, I can tell you're pulling a funny face. Sorry, the number of species of living beings has been categorically fixed in Hindu scriptures as 84 lakhs. The four broad divisions are 1. Jarayuja Viviparous, such as men and beasts. 2. Andaja Oviparous. 3. Svedaja, born of sweat.
Born of what?
Sweat, such as lice, bugs, etc.
Gross.
And 4. Ubija, sprouting from the soil, viz. Plants. Back to the text. Species of living beings, classified under 4 broad divisions, inhabit land, water, and the air.
And sweat.
That's part of water.
Maybe, yeah.
Recognizing the entire creation as full of Sita and Rama, I make obeisance to them with joined palms. knowing me as your servant, be genuinely gracious to me, all of you, O minds of compassion. I have no confidence in my intellectual power, hence I supplicate you all. I would recount the virtues of the Lord of Ragus. Footnote. King Raghu was a forebearer of Sri Rama. His descendants bore the name of Raghus, having been the head of the clan after his father Dasharatha. He is aptly called the Lord of the Raghus. Back to the text. Sri Rama, but my wits are poor, whereas the exploits of Sri Rama are unfathomable. For this I find not the least resources, while I am bankrupt of mind and intellect. My ambition is right royal, even though my intellect is exceedingly mean. My aspiration is pitched too high, while I crave for nectar. I have no means in this world to procure even buttermilk. The virtuous will forgive my presumption and listen to my childish babbling with interest. When a child prattles in lisping accents, the parents hear it with a mind full of delight. Those, however, who are hard-hearted, mischievous, and perverse, and cherish others' faults as an ornament, will feel amused. Who does not like one's own poetry, be it delightful or exceedingly insipid? Such good people as delight to hear others' composition are rare in this world. The world abounds in men who resemble lakes and rivers that get swollen with their own rise when waters are added to them. There is some rare good soul like the ocean, which swells at the sight of the full moon. Take off my jumper.
What are we reading right now?
Just finish that page.
God, what is this?
Balakanda.
But what is this? Doesn't seem like part of the story, or is it?
No, the kind of I don't know the word for it. Is it prose? I don't know. Hasn't really started. Humble is my lot and my ambition high. My only hope is that all good men will be gratified to hear what I say, while the evil-minded will laugh. The laughter of the evil-minded will benefit me. Crows call the cuckoo horse. Herons ridicule the swan. Frogs make fun of the Kartaka bird, and miraculous rogues deride refined speech. To those who have no taste for poetry nor devotion to the feet of Sri Rama, this undertaking of mine will serve as a subject for delightful mirth. My composition is couched in the popular dialect, and my intellect is feeble, hence it is a fit subject for ridicule, and those who laugh shall not incur any blame. To those who cherish no love for the feet of the Lord, and have no sound reason either, this story will sound unattractive to their ears. To those, however, who possess devotion to the feet of God Vishnu and Shiva, and whose mind is not perverse, The tale of the chief of the Raghus will taste as sweet. Knowing it in their heart as adorned with devotion to Sri Rama, the virtuous will listen to it with bland words of praise. I am not a poet nor an adept in the art of speech, and am a cipher in all arts and sciences. There are elegant devices of letters, subtitles of meaning, various figures of speech, metrical compositions of different kinds, infinite varieties of emotions and sentiments, and multifarious flaws and excellences of poetry composition. Of these details of poesy, I possess critical knowledge of none. I vouch for it in writing on a blank sheet.
What I could think then was we all know frogs go la di da di da because we're talking about the frogs. I think they were teasing some kind of bird. And they like poetry.
My composition is devoid of all charm. It has only one merit, which is known throughout the world. Recognizing this merit, men of sound reason who are gifted with unbiased judgment will surely hear it. It contains the gracious name of the Lord of Raghus, which is exceedingly holy and the very cream of the Puranas and the Vedas. It is the abode of blessings and the remover of evils, and is muttered by Lord Shiva, the enemy of the demon Tripura, along with his consort Uma. Even a composition of marvelous beauty and written by a gifted poet does not commend itself without the name of Sri Rama. A pretty woman with a charming countenance and fully adorned does not look attractive when undressed. On the other hand, the wise recite and hear with admiration even the composition of a worthless poet, which is devoid of all merit, knowing it as adorned with the name and the glory of Sri Rama. For, like the bee, saints have a bias for goodness. Although it has no poetic charm whatsoever, the glory of Sri Rama is manifest in it. This is the only hope which flashes on my mind, who has not been exalted by noble company. Even smoke rising from burning aloe wood is impregnated with the latter's fragrance and gives up its natural pungency. Although my composition is clumsy, it treats of a commendable theme, viz., the story of Sri Rama, which brings felicity to the world. The tale of the Lord of Raghus, O Tulasi brings forth blessings and wipes away the impurities of the Kali age. The course of this stream of my poetry is tortuous like that of the holy Ganga. By its association with the auspicious glory of the Lord, my composition will be blessed and will captivate the mind of the virtuous. On the person of Lord Shiva, even the ashes of the cremation ground appear charming and purify by their very thought. My composition will appear extremely delightful to all by its association with the glory of Sri Rama, even as timber of every description is transformed into sandal and becomes worthy of adoration by contact with the Malaya mountain in South India. And nobody takes into account the quality of wood in that region. The milk of even a dark cow is white and possesses a great medicinal value and is drunk by all. So do the wise chant and hear the glory of Sita and Rama, even though couched in the vulgar tongue.
We're not racist against cows.
Keep going. The beauty of a gem, a ruby and a pearl does not catch the eye as it should, so long as they are born on the head of a serpent, the top of a mountain, and the crown of an elephant, respectively. The charm of them is all enhanced when they adorn the diadem of a king or the person of a young lady. Even so, the wise say, the outpourings of a good poet originate at one place in the poet's mind and exercise their charm elsewhere on the mind of the admirer. Attracted by his devotion, Saraswati, the goddess of poetry, comes with all speed from the abode of Brahma, the topmost heaven, at his very invocation. The fatigue occasioned by this long journey cannot be relieved by millions of devices unless she takes a dip in the lake of Sri Rama's exploits. Realizing this in their heart, poets and wise men chant the glory of Sri Hari alone, which wipes away the impurities of the Kali age. Finding the bard singing the glories of the worldly men, and the goddess of speech begins to beat her brow and repent. The wise liken the heart of a poet to the sea, his intellect to the shell containing pearls and goodness, Saraswati to the star called Swati, the modern Arcturus, the 15th lunar asterism considered as favorable to the formation of pearls. If there is a shower in the form of beautiful ideas, lovely pearls make their appearance in the form of poetic effusions. If those pearls are pierced with skill and strung together on the beautiful thread of Sri Rama's exploits, and if noble souls wear them in their innocent heart, grace in the form of excessive fondness is the result.